When my dad passed away last year, he left everything to me. His only child. A small house, his savings, and his old car. Nothing crazy. Just the things he worked his entire life for. But the day after the funeral, my aunt, my dad's older sister, showed up at the house with a folder and an attitude like she owned the place. She walked in without knocking and said, "All right, let's talk about how we'll divide the property." I said, "What do you mean we? Dad left everything to me." She smirked and put her hand on my shoulder like I was the child and said, "Sweetheart, you're too young to manage all this. Your dad always told me he wanted me to take care of things if something happened." I said, "Then show me the will." She pulled out a paper, not the will, just a handwritten note that said, "Take care of things." Not even signed. I laughed. She didn't. She started yelling that families share, that she deserves compensation for being there for my father. She wasn't. She visited once a year. Then she demanded the house keys. I refused. 2 days later, she came back with movers, literally hired men, trying to empty the house. She told them it was her property, and I was some stubborn kid. I called the police. She screamed at me in the driveway that I was ungrateful, that my dad would be ashamed, that she was practically my mother. The cops asked for ownership documents. I brought out the official will. Everything was in my name. My aunt's face drained. She tried acting confused, pretending she didn't understand. One of the movers whispered, "Ma'am, you told us this was your house." The cops asked her to leave and warned her that any attempt to enter again would be treated as trespassing. As she stormed off, she shouted, "You'll regret this. I'm family." I yelled back, "You only show up when there's something to take." She hasn't spoken to me since not a call. Not a message. Nothing. But last week, she posted a long Facebook rant about how I stole her brother's house and how kids today have no respect. I didn't respond because sometimes the best revenge is letting entitled people expose themselves.